I started up this video real quick before I start taking this apart and cleaning it. I traded a drone that I was going to fly for this Traxxas little E Revo. It's a 1/16 scale. It's all complete. He started opening it up, but I got all the screws and stuff. I got a new servo on the way, so I am going to upgrade the servo and add that servo inside. But I kind of wanted to show you guys the breakdown real quick. I know there's a lot of videos on it, but I'm going to kind of show you the process of me taking this all apart, having it ready for the parts that are coming, and then I'm going to actually get this thing all cleaned up because it's definitely had some bashing done to it. But so as you can see, he put a lot of upgraded parts on here, put a lot of RPM replacement high performance parts on here, so the A-arms and you got the sway bars and things like that. So it's all been upgraded. The shocks, I can't quite tell now, they're green, so they're still stock shocks, so I probably want to replace those sometime. Doesn't feel like much is left on the shocks either, so but those are pretty cheap on that. I do want to go and get some wheel bearings. They're dirt cheap too, so you can get those. But for now, I'm just gonna go and take this apart, which is super simple, you guys. Super simple to take apart. I'm gonna show you how I do that, and then we're gonna wash it up. Then I'm going to put the replacement servo in here and then get this on the road and put the new body on it so you guys can just see it run before I go and dig into this more. I won't do that second part until I get the Traxxas X-Max up and running. Those parts should be here any day. So, but anyways, alright, let's go ahead and tear this thing apart and then I'll go and clean it up. And we'll go from there, see how well it runs, guys. So I apologize, you're gonna have all these different little angles here because it's hard to see all this stuff, and I'm using my iPhone to film with right now instead of the action camera. That way you can hear me a little better. So I'm going to the motor mount first. I'm gonna break this loose. Apologize, a little shaky here because I just got done working on my daughter's little kitchenette that we had to take apart because we're gonna start painting her room. So I am definitely been pretty busy. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that out, you guys. Let's see if I can turn this and get a better angle. All right, let's see if we can see that ESC. Okay, you can see the ESC now. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this battery cover. And I love the way Traxxas does this. No wonder this was such a popular little car. This just slides out the ESC. I'm not gonna go and I'm not gonna go and take the cables apart for the motor and ESC. I'm just gonna slide everything out at once. So I'm gonna go ahead and just, all you gotta do is just pull this and it should slide out. It just got a lot of dirt because he definitely mudded with this thing. So alright, so there goes the ESC, just slides right out. Alright, now for the motor, since I took the little screw out, I suggest putting it in a little tray, which I only have this one screw, so I'm actually going to set it up where it's not going to fall anywhere because all the other screws are already out sitting in a box. So the motor's real simple. This just slides out this way, you guys. Hopefully you can see that, okay? And it's on a little pin in here, and it slides right out. So they got this little pin for the other part of the motor here. That just slides right out. So now all I got to do is I'm going to take a look at this and see where that's at on camera so I can see where that wire goes. So that way I can rewind and see where the ESC was connected. I know it's channel 1 for the remote, so that I've already known. Alright, so the next step I got to do is I was going to try to feed this through this antenna. You can tell it broke. This used to probably come out, oh, I don't know, almost up to the length of the front of the car. But you can tell it's broke off. So I'm not going to long range drive this anyways. And there's still plenty of this left. So I could just take this apart and fix it later. But I'm just going to leave it there for now. I want to go and take all the electronics out so I can give this thing a good bath. So I am going to use my handy dandy. If you don't have a pink screwdriver, flathead, then there's something wrong with you. No. I don't even know where I got this screwdriver, but I'm going to just lightly peel that glue off there, that double-sided sticky tape, so I can get some more, which I have some here. I might even just do instead of double-sided tape, I may just go on and put Velcro. That way I can just zip it off with the Velcro real easy. So, but that's it right there, guys. All electronics in one, right off the car. So let me go and take you downstairs to the sink, and we are going to submerge this thing and give it a bath like it's some kind of animal, which it is. Once it gets running, you'll see. But alright guys, let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll start replacing the parts. Stay tuned. Alright guys, let me get my plug here. Got the sink empty. Get some hot water going. Get a little bit of dish soap. That's all I'm going to use. A little Dawn here. Just another little squirt there. Don't need a whole lot. And then get this nice and soapy. I may do just a little bit more. Alright, there we go. Alright, that should be good, you guys. Got about almost a half sink of water. Make sure you look. I almost forgot. Look at this guy. That'd have been terrible to lose that down the sink, huh? So I'll clean that up. Get a little lube on there so that way you don't dry out. Put that back on when we're getting ready to put this back together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray a little degreaser on there. Nothing, it's biodegradable, nothing too big. So alright you guys, I let this thing dry for a few days. You know, it's not 100% clean, but when you guys seen it before, it was just totally covered with mud and dirt. But I didn't want to make a big old video on recording me sitting here rebuilding this thing, you guys. So I'm just going to briefly tell you what I did. I went and bought some parts, got some new shocks, got some new skid plates for the bottom. You know, I want to replace all these skid plates here. Alright, so I'm going to replace those. I'm going to replace the wing. I've got a wing here. It's a new wing with stickers. So there's the new wing for it. Brackets for it. Still waiting for the front bumper, but I do have a bumper assembly here. Here it is. So it got different styles. You can have the bumper style to where I could put a front bumper on there. Got me some extra tools and screws so I can replace all the screws, or at least the bad ones on this. So I did get a screw set and some Allen wrenches, which I didn't really need those, but it came in the set. So I do have the new servo. So this is supposed to be it's supposed to be a better servo. So hopefully this one works a lot better here, you guys. So it's supposed to be an upgrade to it. So they didn't have the one I wanted, but heard a lot of good things about this servo, so I'm going to put that servo in there, and then I could go and put the motor in and stuff like that. So slide that in, connect it, and hopefully get this thing fired up. Got bearings on order, so that'll have to be on hold for now, but I'm going to go take this stuff apart. I don't want to bore you to death with you watching me taking parts off of here. There's a lot of great videos out there. This thing's been out for a few years, so there's probably hundreds of videos out there. I just wanted to show you what I'm doing. Alright guys, let me go ahead and I'm going to pause you, start putting this together, and then come back in and show you the progress. So I'll be back. Alright, so far I got the shocks on. Here's the new shocks on here, you guys. That's just a battery piece. I got to put that on when I put the servo on, but you'll always know that if you got original shocks on here or not, and the way to tell that is the original, they're green. See the green paint right there? Now my aftermarket ones have black. My back ones have like a gray color here. So don't forget the ones that you take off of your back and front. If you want to have them close to the stock, or you know, however you had it set up, just make sure you adjust your shocks to about that same distance. And these are really easy to turn right here, you guys see. I can adjust it out right there, make it more stiffer. or you can turn it that way to make it more softer. It just depends. I'm going to leave them kind of how they were set before. I'm going to trim this one in just a little bit here. I went too far. And just see how that goes, and then I can always adjust them. They're super easy to turn. Same with the front ones too. So got that one out too far there. But anyways, that's how you do that. I'm going to go ahead and put some more pieces on here, and I'll be back. Alright guys, I started installing some more parts. Got the fin on here, didn't need the brackets. Got the shocks, I showed you guys that already. Got the new servo in there, started to plug it into the receiver. Just got the motor mounted back in here. Gonna slide the ESC in there and connect the wire. I just had to put some lube around that. I put a new cover and gasket in there, you guys. I got another piece here to go on top. So I'm gonna do that. And then underneath, I went and put all new skid plates under here. So these are all new right here. I've got those in there. Same with the servo protectors right here that mounts the servo in. Later on, I'm going to put a dual servo in here eventually, but I'm just going to run this as is now. Let's see, what else am I going to do? Oh, I put a new front bumper. I didn't have the clips or the bumper here. The main bumper's coming. They haven't sent it out yet, which is fine. I can do without it for now. But yeah, just replacing all these old parts, you guys. They're just kind of beat up. I'll keep them for spares just in case something breaks, but you know, swapping that out while I can, and just going from there. I'm going to get this all hooked up and then plug the battery in. I'm charging it right now and see how everything runs. I got a new body for that, but I'll show you guys that at the end. So way I tried to remember this for the receiver, guys, number 1's to turn them and number 2's to burn them. That's what I always say. That way, you know you're putting the ESC feed on channel number 2. So this is actually upside down. Here's how the receiver looks inside here, guys. So number 1's to turn them, number 2's to burn them. So try to remember that. Then you guys always remember what sequence your ESC will go. So let me get close right there so you can see it in case someone's doing this as well and they don't remember. Alright guys, now I'm going to go and put this back together, put some of this lube around the cap here. I'll be right back. And the reason why this is upside down like that is because there's a little window right here. If you don't do that, you will not see is green or flashing red or anything. That's a little clear window right here, so you can see that light right here. Okay, so that's why it has to be in this way. One more thing, I'm going to loosen the motor mount and the ESC I took loose. That way I can get the cap back in here better. That way I'm not messing up the O-ring when I'm putting this back in here. So, alright, to tell you the truth, it was a struggle getting that O-ring to stay there in the right spot and getting the wires in there. There's a padding you have to glue down, same with on this side. And I put some of the grease on there, keep it waterproof. Now I got to try to slide that in there and screw it down now. So hopefully that will be the last step on this part. Alright, there we go. Wheels still have a little bit of water in them. I can feel it. I have to squeeze those out some more, but check out the shocks. Shocks are working pretty darn good. Feel pretty good. May have to stiffen them up just a little, but not too bad. I'm going to have to run this wire somewhere where it don't get caught up in the gears here. So probably run around the outside here by the battery box. I'll get that taped down or something somewhere right there. Alright, I'm going to get the body, you guys, and then let me just check to make sure everything comes on one more time before I get too excited here. Alright, turn on controller, ESC. Alright, I'll put that in the battery box. Let's just make sure it spins real quick. Okay, that's working. Definitely got to get wheel bearings for this thing, you guys. Wheel bearings are shot. So, all right, let me go get the body. I'll be right back. Here's the body, you guys. I just got to put the stickers on real quick, okay? So, I'm not going to bore you with putting the stickers on. I'll be right back when it's done. All right, guys, what do you think? Got the American body on there. So, of course, I live in the USA, so pretty cool body I found for under 20 bucks, you guys. So I just had to put the decals on. You don't have to put those on if you don't want. That's just what I chose. They actually give you quite a few stickers to choose from, so a lot of different stuff. So I didn't put everything on. That's just whoever tastes, you know. I just didn't want to cover up all the American flag on here. Just put the basics on. So all right, I want to go check this thing outside. Can't wait till my bumper comes. That's what's missing as well, the front bumper, you guys. So I'll just have to cruise it for now, and then just to test it out and see how it does. So let's go ahead and head out. All right, guys, I'm out here with the Traxxas E Revo Mini. So I had to wait until it cooled down. It was like 93 degrees today. I had to wait till the sun went down. It's later evening now, so let me get this plugged in. Let me get this guy plugged in and then go take it for a run. All right, guys, I'm going to turn this on. There was a car running behind me, so let me turn on the controller, turn on the ESC if I could see it here. There we go. All right, see how this thing goes. Let me adjust the steering. Dang, that thing goes pretty good. I don't want to flip it now. I wrecked that body. Wow, popping wheelies the whole time. Woo! Wow. All right, guys, this ain't my normal deal where I follow around with the camera and give you some cool angles and jumps. This is just a test run, you guys. You know, I still want to wait to get the wheel bearings. See how that wheel is kind of pointing out that way? They're shot. I definitely need to get wheel bearings for it. I just wanted to test this out and just to make sure everything runs. But man, this thing gets it on a 2S. A little squirrely because the wheel bearings are shot. See, it's just still kind of all over the place with those wheel bearings being shot. So dang, it gets it good though. Never did try the nickel metal hydrate. I'm not even gonna try it because I'm gonna have too much fun right here. Brakes are working good, and it gets it pretty good. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it definitely gets it, you guys. It runs good. Just needs some bearings. I keep saying like 20 times, repeating myself, but I can totally tell it needs the bearings. Man, that thing's fast. Wow. That is so cool, man. Yeah, what a good deal. I think I spent maybe, I don't know, maybe 30 bucks, if that, I think, on this. I just traded a drone for it and just had to get a body and things like that, and that was it. So let me unplug this guy. I'm gonna have to fix this adapter for the battery too. I don't like that, it's pretty loose. So all right, guys, hey, the little E Revo Mini, it came out pretty nice, you guys. So I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, you guys. Definitely hit the notification so you can see what else is coming new to the channel. So like always, guys, God bless, cheers, and happy driving.